Time to progress again. Parts done, ready to be assembled and put on the manifold. I had to make one of these. I had the end piece, but it was like a little short piece. And this is just a piece of brake pipe. And it looks all shiny. I've powder coated it in a aluminium powder coat that's shiny. So hopefully it looks okay. I think so. It's not meant to be chrome, but it's pretty darn close to it, isn't it? Yeah. And you know, some of... All right, here is the next part now. These pipes are now installed. This is ready for the starting carburetor, and the new fuel lines all there. Putting these in is an absolute pain in the asses. I tried first of all to line them all up and, you know, get them all started, but that didn't seem to work. Yes, you need to line them up and push them in and then just start from one end and go to the next one and the next one. That worked for me. I can't guarantee it will work for you guys, but that's what worked for me. So there you go, it's done. And this piece of tape here is just to stop this from chipping. So hopefully that will protect it. Ready for when the starting carburetor arrives. And I may have to adjust the length of these, I'm not sure. It kind of goes like that, kind of. So we will see, and then we'll see how long it lasts. I've got a piece of the pipe in here soaking in gasoline, because I kind of wanted to prove to myself that it wouldn't dissolve, and it certainly doesn't seem to be. I'll leave it in there overnight and we'll see. Next, rebuild the carburetors. That's going to be fun. Oh, yeah. Oh, look, there's my starter carburetor. Oh, no, I still got to powder coat that thing, haven't I? I forgot all about that, dum-dum. All right, so I'll have to do that. But yes, this is, that's where this goes. Like that. And then they go off to feed the carburetor. I think that's the way it goes. Gosh, so long since I took this apart. Actually, maybe it isn't. Maybe it is that way. Aha. Excuse me, I'm sorry guys. Ah, yeah, it is. Yeah, of course it is, you dumb shit. Yeah, that's where that goes. My starting carburetor. It's got a... interesting. Very interesting. Could be that I need to make these bigger so it extends up further. I'd better check this, because that ain't right. Oh dear. Amazing what shit you forget. Okay, I'll figure it out and show you. And here it is, slowly assembling pieces. Just want to let you know that when I put these on, I initially tried to line them all up and get them started and do the same this side, but it didn't work too well. So what I ended up doing was doing this one. I mean, you had to put them in the holes and then do this one up and then do this one up and then do this one up. And that seemed to work for me. So hopefully that will work for you. Time to start assembling the carburetors. Let's get on it. Right, let's start with the I'm a dummy video. I'm a dummy. I had this pipe on the wrong way around. Goes this way, of course, because it mounts here and comes off the bottom of the carburetors. So yeah, I just had this pipe in the wrong way around. Stupid ass. But hey, that's what happens when you haven't done it for a while, and it's all part and parcel of the fun of putting it together. Also, those sharp-eyed of you will notice these have changed colour. I could not stand it the way they were. It just didn't look right to me. So I've powder coated them. Again, not perfection, but it's good. It's going to be a darn sight better than it was. And that obviously goes back together through for the whole linkage. I've kept the initial studs the same because I just feel that looks good, looks neat, looks fine. So that's what I've done there. You can agree to disagree, I don't care. It's how I want it. And this obviously for the starting carburetor goes on the top. Just like that. Just like that. Oh. All right. Just wanted to throw that in, guys, so that you know what the fuck I'm up to, as if you really care. One other thing I just wanted to say to you guys, you remember I put this clear fuel line on here, which is fuel resistant and also on the main feed. And I left a piece of it soaking for 24 hours in fuel just to see what would happen, hoping it wouldn't dissolve. Well, it didn't. However, as you can see here, it has gone kind of yellow. That's not a surprise. I mean, there is fuel in it, for God's sake. So just want to let you know that, okay, it's gone yellow. Big deal. It's not dissolved. It's still very flexible. It's still perfectly okay. The original line I took out, as you will recall, was a really nasty color, so I'm not worried about that. Just thought I'd throw that in. All right, that's it for the moment. Next is, as promised, the carburetors going together. Okay, just wanted to show you this. I mean, the carburetor's not in the correct position, but just wanted to show how it's all going to finally go together. Well, of course, obviously the nuts won't be there, and the new gaskets will. This is the linkage now back together again. I left the pins and the clips as they were because I think that looks good, and I've also done the same with this screw because I think it's looks good. So there it is, all back together. This does actually go approximately here, roughly. I'm not sure which way round. I'll figure that out. Actually, it's that way around if I did but actually use my brain cell. So it goes that way around, and then we'll hook up all the linkage. So that will be good. This is the one that I'm going to use on here, which goes there or there. I can't remember. Actually, it goes there, and that will support this starting carburetor. I do have this spare one. So if any of you want it, email me. As long as you cover the postage, it's yours. I'm not going to try selling it. It's not worth it. Is it worth it? Well, yeah, I could sell it and maybe I'd find some bar. I don't know. You know, it's not perfect, but it will do the job. So, you know, if anybody out there wants it, email me at gstargarage@gmail.com. And should I get 1 million requests, it's first come, first served. So whoever pays me for the shipping, which is shit, I'll stick it in a padded envelope. It's probably going to be, I don't know, $5 maybe. I don't know what they cost. So whatever it is, if you want it, I will find out the cost, tell you the cost. You send me the money, I'll ship you that piece. Okay, that's as far as I'm going to go. Now I really am going to stop this video here, purely because I've got a lot to do. I've got to take these carburetors now. I'm going to do them individually, take them off and replace all the seals. I'm going to replace these gaskets, as I mentioned before, because of the ones that are in the SU kit that I got from Berlin, I believe it's called. Although I did get them through S&G Barrett. Those I'm going to put on there because they're much better gaskets than these cheap-ass ones that you get in the kit. In fact, I must admit I'm kind of disappointed with the kit because I get this cheap-ass gasket. I get a cheap-ass steel gasket for the cylinder head. In fact, let me show you that so that you guys know if you buy one of these sets, this is the kind of stuff you get. Whereas I did have to buy a separate cylinder head gasket. You see, these are the gaskets you get. And actually, that's a gearbox gasket. That's nothing to do with it. Move this shit out of the way. You see, this is the cylinder head gasket. Now, for a perfect engine, it might work. Might. But, I'm sorry, it's not the best quality. If anybody out there wants it, again, let me know. I'll stick it in a box and ship it to you. You pay for the postage. It's yours. I have no use for it whatsoever. Oh, I do have use for these though. In fact, what I must do is put the studs on and get my gaskets on there. In fact, I may even put the... now there's a thought, guys. Before I put this engine in, shoulda, woulda, coulda, put the exhaust manifolds on. Don't want to put the carburetors on, purely because I don't want them to get damaged, but damaging an exhaust manifold gasket could be... the exhaust manifold gasket will not get damaged because it's cast iron. And also just for your thoughts. I mean, I'd be happy to listen to your thoughts. I mean, I had lots of ideas. I've done lots of things, but it's always good to listen to other people. You can never stop learning. And what I'm thinking, oh God, doesn't that look beautiful? Oh, that is stunning. I love that. Sorry guys, I'm getting a woody. Oh, what is it? No, who was it said? Jeremy Clarkson says, oh, I'm nursing a semi. And I'm nursing a semi right now because that is fucking beautiful. I digressed. I'm putting this engine in from underneath. I am not going to drop it in through the top and risk chipping my brand new paintwork that is going to cost me a lot of money. I'm going to bring the engine up from underneath and then bolt it to the chassis as it should be. And then I will put the subframe on, which you can see is residing there. But obviously prior to that, I've got to fit the flywheel, I've got to put a new clutch on it, and I've got to put the gearbox on it. And I haven't even started on the gearbox yet. So we're a way down the road, but then again, we're a way down the road for actually getting it painted. Okay, digressed a lot here. Damn, that's good looking. That's almost as good looking as me, isn't it? And you do have to agree, by the way. That's by clicking the like button. All right. As always, guys, please like, subscribe. Any questions, concerns, something you want to know, email me at gstargarage@gmail.com. Don't ever promise to respond immediately, but I do promise to respond. And check out my other videos. They're quite amusing, as long as you don't get offended by the word fuck. All right, this one will end right here, right now. I'm gonna go now, so you gonna go home too. Go home, have yourself a beer, okay? What you think of my silly old American accent? I don't even know where that accent is from, but I'm sure you guys do. All right, hopefully you can see this. Let me just try and tweak it a little bit here. Oops, it wants to fall over. Oh, camera, come on. No, camera, don't do that. Guys, that's kind of crooked, I'm sorry. Okay, I think I showed you this on an earlier video. I need to coat this because it looks like a piece of shit. So, you got to take it apart. Now, obviously the screw is easy, you know, you unscrew it. That's the difference between a light bulb and a woman. You can always unscrew a light bulb. And now I need to get this out, and this has a pin in it that has to be driven out. So you get yourself a nice little punch and a nice little hammer, and you punch the shit out of it. That's the theory. I'm looking at this punch and thinking that's a little too thick. Let me choose the next one down. Now it may be too thin. Ooh dear, and it's also pretty bent. I guess I've been using it. And I don't like things that are bent. Okay, there she goes. She, he, it. Oh, she, he, it, shit. And that pin is coming out now. Keep watching. I know you're excited. It still ain't quite out. Just give it a little more. Just a little bit and take it easy. Show you're liking it, love. You don't have to listen to my singing. My wife refuses, so I'm sure you would. Damn it, Muskie. Just that last little gnat's cock. And there she blows. You got the pin out. Now this, you need to drive out this piece. So let's see if it'll let me just drive it out. We'll find out. Actually, that's moving nice and easy. There she comes. But of course, is it going to come out? Not without a little persuasion, that's for sure, for sure. And I'm really just doing this on the towel because I don't really want to damage this. I don't want to put it in a vise. That's kind of going to hurt it. And unfortunately, the soft jaws I had in my vise, they went walkabout. Don't ask me why or where. I haven't got a clue, but they're gone. So when I'm doing things like this, I kind of have to wing it. Damn, it's almost there. Just like that woman, she's almost there. Oh, and you think, come on girl, I'm ready. Hey, come back with that pin. Don't you dare fly away. Fly away. Told you, don't have to listen to my singing. There's a mute button. There she blows. Oh, don't you love it when she blows? So, in there you will see there's a hole, which obviously this pin goes through when it's all back in here. And there it is, all apart. And I did all of that just to get to this. So now my next thing is to just give this a little wire brushing, and then I'll show you the coating method that I use, which you will have seen in other videos, but if this is your first time to my channel and your first time to this video, then this is going to be exciting, and in fact so exciting you're just going to have to sit down and cross your legs. Alright, I'm going to stop you now because I'm going to wire brush this, and that's kind of boring. I'll be back. Don't go away. Okay, the next job to do is to make this look and stay looking nice. Now, it looks okay like that, but within a matter of moments, in normal circumstances, it would go rusty. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this product here, and this was introduced to me by Redline Rebuild, Haggerty Redline Rebuild, and they used it on a particular item, and I've now got myself 3 cans of this because this stuff is good. Excuse me, there's a fly that seems to think I'm attractive. Perhaps I shouldn't turn it away. There's nothing else these days that seems to think so. So give that a bit of a shake. Grab a part of it that you think is less likely for you to worry about. So I'm sticking it through the hole, and I love to do that. So I'm going to spray this, maybe out of camera shot, not sure. Okay, this can's coming to an end, and as you can see, it's gold right now. Then the next thing you need to do is reach over here, which you can't see, and pick up your beer and have a sip. It's actually Japanese beer, Sapporo. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Right. Then grabbing your trusty blowtorch, you start to heat it up. Don't go crazy on it. You don't want it going cherry red. You want to just gently warm it up until it turns a grey colour, as you will see. Takes a little while. Try and keep the heat even all over it. Don't worry if you see it blistering up, that's not really a problem. That will rub out. Then you'll start to see it change colour. And then it's up to you. You have to decide when you think it has had enough heat. And to me that looks like it's had enough right now. So obviously I can't touch that now, but looking at it, it's pretty good, pretty smooth. But you might need to just, you know, give it a little rub, maybe with a cloth, something like that. Nothing too aggressive. So I'm going to now set this down onto actually my vise, because then the heat won't be a problem. And there's only one other thing I have to do, and that's this screw. Now obviously you have to be kind of careful. You don't want to crush the threads, and also there is really not much you want to do on this. I just want to stop it from going rusty. Not that it will in Arizona. Now, you've got to be careful of these because it's a very thin piece of metal, and as I said, you don't want to get these things cherry red. If you do cherry red, then what happens is that you destroy this protective coat that you're putting on there, and it will rust instantly. So there you go. I mean, that's done now. That's actually done. Go away, fly, I love you too. So hopefully you can see that. It's a nice grey finish, and I'm going to have to kill that fly. And that will be perfect when it cools down. The spring itself, that's pretty much okay already. I will clean up this brass piece just to make it slide in and out nice and easy. Really, that fly is becoming annoying. It's time he had some brake cleaner to drink. Okay, there you go. That's that done. Next, as I've said in a lot of my videos, it's time to rebuild the carburetors. And I sincerely promise you, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get set up for that now. And tomorrow for me, but for you within a moment, we'll start rebuilding the carburetors. But I want to make sure these have cooled down and I put this thing back together before I start doing that. Okay, let's get on with it. All right, hopefully you guys can see this. Sorry, let me just give you a little twist. This is one of the carburetor bodies. This is the magical SU kit. So you're going to get the fun of an unboxing, and really just don't get too excited now. I know I am. That's why I can't show you pictures of me below the waist. Let's see what we get in this kit. And I tell you now, I don't have a clue. It is called a service kit. So it'll be interesting to see what is in here. Obviously there is a nice diaphragm, a number of different washers, and some nice gaskets. We know where they go. Oh, and look, you can get that special little gasket that is only required on one carburetor. a big ass book. Oh good, I'm glad to see it's all in English, which it should be. All this foreign shit. Yeah, look at that, yeah, all in English. And exploded diagrams so that you know what the fuck you're doing. I do know what the fuck I'm doing. However, it doesn't do any harm to have these extra little, should we say, nudges. It even shows you how to tune it. How about that? All right, there's lots of lovely, useful information here, and that's the kit you need to get for your carburetor, made by SU. So, let's see, what do we have in here? Let me get my scissors, open up this puppy. And even more instructions. God, I didn't think I married SU, telling me how to do everything. Oh, there we go, look at that lot. Oh, isn't that a bunch of... Oh, pardon me, bunch of beauties. New pins as well. And that special little washer for the float chamber. We all know about that one, don't we? Now, what I'm going to do, let's see here, what does this say? Look at that, spindle seal kits, essential. And here they are, that one and that one. Now, what surprises me is there's, oh no, it shouldn't surprise me. There's one for each side, duh. So that means I'm gonna have to undo these screws here so that I can withdraw the spindle. That's okay, that's no problem, we will do that, and you should replace those seals. Yeah, it's a little bit of effort, but well worthwhile. Now, the only one that I have a concern about is this one here. Maybe that's it there. Yeah, because the one, Jesus, the one on here is totally cattle trucked. And for those of you that don't know rhyming slang, which is a English quirk, we have things like apples and pears, stairs, whistle and flute, suit, Bristol cities, titties. Normally you don't say the whole word. You just say nice pair of Bristols, or you say nice pair of cities, going up the apples or going down Frog and Toad Road. And this one is better known as cattle trucked, which is fucked. So that's got to come off of there and be replaced. Then this baby here, I'm sure that has a huge seal on it. Let's have a look. Oh my god, yeah, look at the state of that. We'll give that a good old clean up. And ooh, there's a seal there. That is not in good condition. Kind of hoping they supplied me with that one. Oh yeah, there's a little washer there. And I know you guys probably can't see this, but look, there you go. That's that washer, which is that washer there. And then there is the seal. And that is the buggered seal. And no, it's not that one or that one. Oh, I guess it, Now this bothers me, because there may not be a seal for that, because these are the shaft seals, and I don't see a seal for this. Well, that's very disappointing, but then again, maybe it's this seal, and there's not a seal for this. Again, very disappointing. You think they'd have included that. Yeah, that's not pleasing me in any way, shape or form. I think I'm going to have to make a call find out why that seal is not included. Oh, and look at it. That should be included in the service kit. That's ridiculous that it's not. Yeah, that's not good. That really is not good. Because I'm pretty sure. Oh man, I'm saying that, and as I say that, no, there's no way that goes there, and there's no way it goes there either. Oh, I'm disappointed in this kit. Maybe I got the wrong kit. CSK 37. I'm going to have to make a phone call tomorrow and find out, because it doesn't look like I've got all the seals I need. And if I need to send this kit back, I don't want to start using it. Oh crap. See, there's a spring there. Oh, that's way too big for there. I think I've been sent the wrong seal kit. Damn it. Oh well guys, I'm going to shut you down now because I think I've got the wrong seal kit. Fuck. Why does it always have to be so difficult to do such a simple thing? As you can tell, I'm not a happy bunny right now. We'll be back. This video is just to wrap up before I assemble these carburetors. I've had to go down the road and buy a couple of springs from my local Ace Hardware for here. The ones that come in the kit, which is, I think it's SK37, let me have a look. CSK37. They're way too big. And I don't know, I thought I'd had the wrong kit, but I'm assured I don't. But this spring will completely engulf this screw, so it's of no fucking use. Simple as that. So I went down to my local Ace Hardware store and picked up a couple of springs. Whilst I was there, I decided that the screws that I've got, these ones, they're okay, but they're not very nice. And I am actually short on one, and some kind asshole in the past, rather than put the correct screw in, put a screw in a nut. It makes me wonder what some people do. So I've got some nice correct thread screws. I may have to shorten one or two of them, but I wanted to get the length. I'd rather have to cut them off than go back and buy more. And I'm just trying to trial fit things. You can see I've treated these screws, nuts, whatever you want to call them. I've got to polish these yet. That's not polished, that's not polished. I'm not sure, I think I've mentioned before, I'm not sure if I'm going to polish that. This obviously goes on here. I'm just trial fitting things before I get into it. Same here with the carburetor, starting carburetor. Trial fitting to make sure, and then obviously that will reside in this position here. This is my throttle linkage, which I think I showed you before I'd redone, but did not redo these in powder coat because I wanted them to look different, and they do. And that's doing it with this stuff again, which I think is really rather good. I've got to clean this up. That's not been cleaned yet, and the same here. And I've got to replace the seals there anyway, so that I may have to take that shaft out. I don't really want to. I'm going to have to see. I mean, it moves nice and freely, and I've got to replace the seals. I'm hoping I can do that just by taking this pin out here, this pin out here, and then replacing the seals, which I'm pretty sure I can, but we'll see. Tomorrow, I'm not going to be continuing with this. Unfortunately or fortunately, I have a friend who's got an E-type that isn't running right. and he's asked me to have a look at it, and of course it's a Jaguar, so I'm more than happy to have a look at it. All right, just wanted to show you that before I progress to fitting everything, and I will show you me fitting everything, but that will be in the next video. I've got to polish these up first, and I've got to clean up things and get everything together. And so my next video will be me replacing all of the seals, the gaskets, and attaching it to the manifold. That will be a totally separate video. I just wanted to show you this is the build-up. So I will say goodnight to you guys now. I will say thank you very much for watching. I will also ask for you to like, subscribe, and ding the bell. And if you do have any questions, you can throw them in the comments, or if you prefer, you can contact me at gstargarage@gmail.com, gstargarage@gmail.com. That's gmail.com. Thanks, guys. Look forward to seeing you on the next video. And be safe out there and smoke some tires.